Even though it's called BroCode, it's for us, sis. With your host, BRichie.
We're gonna move on to this week's popping topic, which is flaws when it comes to social media. Like, what are some flaws that you can think of when you think of being on social media, being a part of social media, um, marketing and all of that? Like on social, some of the flaws that you can think of that. And I want to get into too, like with the altercations that's been happening, all the deaths that's been occurring, how that's been captured and shared via social media. Like, let's get into it.
I think the biggest flaw of social media is the opposite of what we just said about what you bring to this podcast. You can't bring positive stuff to social media because it's going to get torn apart, especially on Twitter. You almost can't bring you if anything blows up, you scroll through them comments, you're gonna see something negative about three, four, five comments down.
For sure. I see it
That's
all the
part.
time. Like, the memes, people don't pay attention and they're not on Twitter how they should be. But I say it all the time to my friends, like, it starts on Twitter. Whatever the latest meme that you see, it's guaranteed that it started from Twitter. It went from
Mm-hmm.
Twitter to Instagram to Facebook and trickled on down. But it always starts from Twitter. Want to know what's
I'm
going
never
on?
letting
Want
go
to
of
know
my
how the
Twitter.
person. I had to recently jump back on because I was just like, what are you doing? Like, it was lit there, but at the same time, it was just like, I don't know how we got so caught up into the Instagram world of everything being a show to where we're not really expressing ourselves and our thoughts. And with that, I feel like the people that did jump back on Twitter felt like they had to say negative shit just to get a reaction.
Yeah, I think that's I'll tread a little lightly, but I think that's part of what happened with Kyrie Irving. All he did was post a link. But the social media impact of just posting, even if it didn't have whatever content in it, there was going to be no positive response to it globally, and it's just so hard to try to maximize positivity on social media sometimes.
Yeah, for sure, Joe. For me, one of the main negative things about one of the flaws of social media for me is cancel culture. Like, I hate that shit with everything in me. Like, we're human, again, flaws and all. Nobody is perfect. When we do shit, it's not, as big as when a celebrity do it because the lifestyle that they're living.
Mm.
But I'm pretty sure if we had a microscope on our lives, shit, we'd be canceled too. Some of the things that we do, we'll probably be canceled too. So for regular people to not be able to live their lives, whether they're a celebrity or not, they're still human. That's a part of flaws that I hate on social media.
I think that happened the other night with Giannis. I ain't gonna say his last name because I'm gonna butcher it. But when he pushed the ladder over after the game, when he was doing his free throws, and it only blew up because he's such a positive person outside of that. And people will literally try to find the one thing that they can try to break a person down about. He's shooting free throws at 10:45 at night and pushed over a ladder when he was trying to shoot over the free throws. He ain't killed 14 people, but since they have nothing else to try to break down about him, this is what they're gonna try to ride with for 4 days on social media until they get someone else to try to
I was about to
attack.
say until the next person comes in and they do something that they don't like. And it's just like, who the fuck is the president of the cancel culture? Like, can I have a
It's
word?
not the baby, I tell you that.
Look, we talked about him last week on the show, and it was just like I wanted to know from an artist standpoint. You're a DJ. You're with the people. You playing the music. You feel like he was canceled, or you feel like he was blackballed?
I don't feel either one. I feel like his flame has died down, which is natural for some artists. You is as high as he went, he had to come down some. Like he had a amazing run when he first came out. It's going to be a trickle down. I think how he carries himself has helped his trickle down fall a bit further. Like people
Man,
don't really request the baby when I'm DJing right now.
oh, was there a time that they did?
Suge used to shake the room better than Dreams and Nightmares. Had that beat come on, and even with how Meek is, Dreams and Nightmares is still standing the test of time. I get Dreams and Nightmares at the high schools I do. I get Dreams and Nightmares at baby showers. I get Dreams and
Yeah,
Nightmares
that's
at
real good.
repast.
That's one of them ones, like Benito.
I feel like Suge could be that if he's made himself almost a villain, unfortunately.
Yeah, and like I feel like when they asked him on, um, what was it? I think Hot 97. They asked him like, "You like being in controversy?" He couldn't even really answer the question because it's just like you can't deny this shit. Like
Yeah, I don't even think he
it's
knows
so
where
many
he's at
times.
right now.
No, because he feel like a lot of people. I have to ask my people that are in media, like y'all tune into this actual interview? Did you? Because everybody just like off him, like so far off him that they're not even trying to indulge in the interviews he's doing or anything like that. So with it being posted on social media, I'm like, let me just go because he still seems so cocky. So let me just go see. Did he have a humble point in the interview at all? No. Like
Yeah, it's the presentation more like how you present, how you promote yourself as an artist is important to the masses right now. He's not even making people want to look for his music. Like
he
the
think
line
he
about
is by doing buy one get one free. He feel like he is.
bro, ain't nobody doing no BOGO for no concert. I've never heard like I want more for him because I don't want to see no black man lose his money, especially over nothing. He ain't did nothing crazy. But your one
Like
line
he
about
have to humble
Megan,
his. He got to humble himself.
yeah, I feel like
It's
that one
more
line
than
about
just
Megan
that.
shouldn't be.
I feel like that was the tip of the iceberg. Like you didn't beat up everybody. Everybody, everybody. He didn't beat up everybody. From people that was on his team to people that was in his audience to fans to like you name it, he can fuck them up. Then to go on and whether you did it or you did not with Meg, like
Why say that, brother? Like that's what I'm saying. Like that shouldn't be what I don't know anything else about that project other than that one line.
exactly because after a while nobody even wanted to chime into it and see what it was. Like
Like
nobody
even the
wanted
one
to
line Drake just had about her. The album is still doing what the album is doing. Like you know 21, can you do something for me more than you know the Megan line?
I would say it's in my head. 21. That's what I call my best friend anyway. So it's so funny. I just told him like last week, like Drake owed me some money because I stay calling my best friend asking for a favor. So I really was like
21, can
21.
you really do something for
Do
me?
something for me. But it's crazy like that he's going through all of this and he's still not humbling himself. He still doesn't realize like you're the problem. But
Yeah, well, that comes from the people you got around you too.
yeah, I can't stand a person that has nothing but yes people around. I'm gonna be the person that's gonna keep it real with you. Like if don't nobody else, and that's I feel like a flaw of mine too. Sometimes I just need to shut up. Like when it comes to my feelings, because everybody don't understand. Like I'm very vocal when it comes to the good and the bad. I want a person around, people around that's gonna keep it real with me, good and bad. So I will only want the same. I mean, I will only expect that it comes off to my friends the same way. Like, I'm not trying to be shady. I'm just trying to be honest.
No, that's real.
I,
Like I got one of my best friends. I remember I posted something about I didn't get the attendance at an event I liked. He texted me like, bro, if you don't stop crying on the internet and take that down and you make it sound like the event was amazing. And it just, I love that thought process of even if this didn't go well, you can't let people know. I want you to still celebrate yourself in
Mm-hmm.
this moment.
Yeah, you definitely still gotta go through those rocky times to get to the highs. Like it ain't always gonna be sunshine, you know. But as long as you maintain that positive energy, that positive attitude, it's gonna come.
Hmm. But
Um,
that's one of them flaws. You can't. That's a flaw of social media. You can't even put out there that you've had a problem because social media is going to attack that problem real quick.
yeah, like for me, I tell y'all, tell my brothers and sisters, I deal with anxiety and depression heavily. So with me dealing with it, like when I'm going through shit outside of social media, like I just disconnect from everything, everyone. If it's not my son, I'm not connected with anything that's going on. So with me just now starting to do my show again, that's where I'm starting to connect with social media again, seeing everything that's going on for real, and wanting to have a conversation about it because last season we talked about cancel culture, but it's just like now it's becoming an all-time high outside of the cancel culture. Altercations, like, don't get me wrong, we had a time where Worldstar used to post fights like crazy. But now it's like y'all are doing it for the views, and people are really out here getting killed and losing their lives. And y'all are posting and sharing the video, and it's just like somebody's family got to see this.
Hmm.
What is the purpose behind you sharing this, or you keeping this? Not even sharing it on the internet. You keeping it on your phone, like you having this content in your phone. How does that make you feel? How are you sleeping at night? Like,
I don't even want to see it on my timeline, let alone actually have it in my camera roll. Like, if you don't have enough in you to want to help somebody you see literally dying in front of you, your phone should be the last thing. If you ain't calling 911,
yeah,
I'll
that's what I'm
never
saying.
understand
Like,
that.
to post it, to share it, to have it in your camera roll, like even if you don't post it or share it, to me, to have it in your camera roll is all the same. Because you got it in your camera roll, that means you're going to show somebody.
What's the little comedian guy who always saying he gonna call the police on people?
Who is that?
Charleston something, Charleston White,
Tasha
I
White.
think.
Hey,
But he made a good
he,
point. He's like, man, if you pull your camera phone out and I'm getting beat up or I'm getting killed, I'm hurting you. I don't even care about the person that just beat me up. You feel a need to pull your phone out, you deserve some of this action too. Then, like,
for sure.
what are you gaining from this? Like, no.
And
When I wake back up from getting knocked out, I'm knocking you out too.
when I wake back up and I found out who posted that
Mm,
shit, it's on.
it's up.
No, and he make like I'm torn in between the two when it comes to him because he make a lot of valid points when it comes to the shit on social media. Like, and he's for like he has crazy antics, but for the most part, he it's a method to his madness, and he just wants better for the black community.
It's the presentation too. Though you still got to.
Yeah, that's why I say I'm torn in between the two because it's a better way that he can go about it. But he's doing it, and it's drawing us in. It's getting our attention.
I mean, yeah, some people need some sour medicine sometimes. Everybody don't need it. Everybody don't need that strong a dose of a Robitussin, but some people do need 1,000 milligrams. He's like 2,000 milligrams. Some people only need
Not
like 200.
somebody needs it. Somebody needs that tough love and that night pill that's gonna put you to sleep.
Yeah, but you gotta understand what come with. You can't give it to everybody, and that's why it's gonna be such a response to you sometimes.
For sure, for sure. But I really just wanted to talk about the social media flaws just because recently I think her name is Shanquilla Robinson. She was laid to rest this past weekend after going out of town on a trip with her friends. And as her video, as her funeral was going on, so many debates Did they set her up? Did they not? Why is this video even online? The young lady didn't have on no clothes. Like, I had to scroll my timeline. And as I'm scrolling my timeline, I'm seeing something like this on Facebook, and it's just like, I can't watch this. Like, I'm the type, I don't even watch scary movies. Like, I have bad dreams. Like, when I watch scary movies, any type of sci-fi type, no, it's not for me. So I'm not even going to entertain it. But to see it, in real time, it being a reality of somebody going so hard, like, I can't do that. People, with the video of Takeoff, we just made the anniversary of Young Dolph passing, like, all of these.
And I thankfully have not seen either one. I have not seen Takeoff's death. I ain't seen Young Dolph death. I'll never want to see it either.
Right, but me being in the field that I am, following certain blogs, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, I scroll and I see it. It's not like I tap on it and really tune into it because, again, I can't watch stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But to scroll and actually see it on my timeline, it's just like
another one. I will flip quick.
Just like another one, like, God, like, when are we as people going to have common courtesy to, if we're not calling to get help for them, put your fucking phone down. Like, I remember when social media was a fun time. Like, Twitter was a fun time. The hashtag was a good time, okay?
People don't even remember Twitter After Dark and all that. Like, Twitter used to be fun. But
Facebook used to be fun. Like, Instagram.
I ain't never had fun on Facebook. I ain't never had fun on Facebook. That's where old people at. All my aunties on there.
Now, but fun. I'm talking about when it first started, like, putting out the statuses and stuff, like.
No, it was definitely different. It was definitely a better time.
Don't do me like that. I'm a little PC, but we're the same age, so don't do me like that.
No, I'm saying, but my auntie's still been on my Facebook for a long time, so I've still had long comments. Hey, handsome nephew.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I do my show on here.
Yeah, like, I don't need you right now, auntie. It's okay. How you work the Insta films?
Right. I be trying to watch a show on the Insta Facebook.
You don't have to. Yeah, I'll send it to you later. It's okay, granny baby.
Well, you can watch it when I, put it out on YouTube. Like that. Don't worry about it. I'll send you the link in. But they definitely have took over Facebook. Yeah, I remember when social media used to be fun. Like, when we literally, like, it was no memes on Instagram. When we first got on Instagram, shit, you couldn't even put videos up at all.
Mm-hmm.
Then it turned into 15 seconds, and I don't know where we went wrong.